Welcome to Centum exercise. Today we discuss chapter number 1 sets exercise 1.1 from class 11 Ncert. So first question, which of the following are sets? Justify your answer. Okay. So what is set? It is a collection of well-defined objects. Okay, we will have certain specification of the objects. Okay, so we can find the objects in group of similar or other kind of objects easily. So that is what set. So what is the first Roman? The collection of all months of a year starting with the letter J. For example, we have all months in a set. So will it be easy to find the month that starts with the J? Yes. So it will be easy to identify the objects from the group of similar objects. Since we can identify the months starting with a letter J from a group of months. Coming to the second Roman, the collection of 10 most talented writers of India. Fine. So, if I am asking you the 10 most talented writers in India, so you will say some 10 writers. If I am asking another person, he will say some other 10. Okay. There may be some common writers, but all the 10 will not be the same. Why? The criteria to choose the most talented writers will vary from person to person. So this is not a well-defined collection of objects. Hence, this is not a set. So it is not a well-defined collection of objects, since the criteria to choose 10 most talented writers of India will vary from person to person. So this is not a set. Coming to the third Roman, a team of 11 best cricket batsmen of the world. This is not a well-defined collection of objects. Why? Choosing the best cricket batsman of the world will vary from person to person, right? That is, the criteria to choose the best cricket batsman of the world will change from person to person. Therefore, this is not a set. So, this is not a well-defined collection of objects because the criteria to determine the best cricket batsman will vary from person to person. Therefore, this is not a set. Coming to the fourth Roman, the collection of all boys in your class. Of course, so in a group of students, we can easily identify the boys. So the specification is given. So it is a well-defined collection of objects. So it is a well-defined collection of objects since we can identify boys from a group of students. Therefore, this is a set. In fifth Roman, the collection of all natural numbers less than 100. Of course, it is a well-defined collection of objects. So, in a group of numbers or real numbers, it will be easy to identify the natural numbers that is less than 100. So, it is a set. So, it is a well-defined collection of objects since we can identify the natural numbers that is less than 100 from a group of numbers. So it is a set. In sixth Roman, a collection of novels written by the writer Munshi Premchand. Of course, if I am asking you to write the novels written by Munshi Premchand, so you won't write any other novels, right? That is not written by Munshi Premchand. The specification is given, so it is a well-defined collection of objects. So it is a well-defined collection of objects as it is easy to list the novels written by specific writer. So we cannot write the novels written other than Munshi Premchand. So it is a set. Seventh Roman, the collection of all even integers. Of course, in a group of integers, we can easily identify the even integers. That is the integers that is divisible by 2. So this is a well-defined collection of objects. So it is a well-defined collection of objects as it is easy to identify the even integers from a group of integers. So it is a set. Coming to 8th Roman, the collection of questions in a chapter. If you are writing a 80 marks exam, okay, so on seeing each and every question, you can identify where from this question is taken. Alright, you can easily identify the chapters from which the questions have been taken. So this is a well-defined collection of objects. So it is a well-defined collection of objects as we can identify the questions belonging to certain chapter. So this is a set. Coming to ninth question, the last one. A collection of most dangerous animals of the world. Of course, so the criteria to determine the dangerousness of animal so will vary from person to person and also to the animals. So a collection of most dangerous animals of the world. The criteria to determine the dangerous of animals will vary from one animal to another animal and also from person to person. So this is not a well defined collection of cells. So it is not a well defined collection of objects as the criteria to determine the dangerousness can differ from animals to animals and also from person to person. So therefore this is not a set. Thanks guys, like, share, comment and subscribe.